Hello. In this class, we went over something we could call Paracada, which is a combination of PARAda and saCADA. And it's based on the idea that every PARAda, through the mechanism of a slide, as you will see, can be turned into a saCADA. PARAda is a code, a convention. The convention being that when the leader touches a foot of the follower, he's in control of the movement of that until further notice. He could withdraw or something else. So, for example, we have that convention in where, for example, in the sandwich, where I invite her on a back cross step, and when I PARAda her, she is not going to collect. And the timing of that, of course, has to be critical. Or we have that in the PARAda. So when I touch her right foot and the left foot goes back, the right foot stays here for the PARAda. So that is a code. But saCADA is not a code. saCADA is based on the idea of a triangle. So for any movement that she can take, for example, I invite her now to take this front cross, so she's going to end up there. She is here right now, and I am here. So you see the three corners of a triangle. So the idea is that when she goes there, I go where she is right now. And when she arrives there, where she used to be. So the way I do it is, I'm going to invite her, but freeze her. So I am going to go exactly where the collecting foot is, and as she's collecting, I go there and turn with her. And that is the idea of a saCADA. saCADA is one of the about 10 intrusive figures in Tango. Intrusive means that when we want to dance, so if I take a short step, this is her home here, her private area, and this is the front door. This is my private area, and this is my front door. This is the street running between my house and her house, and the rest is the public neighborhood. The intrusive figures are where I intrude into her private space, either on this line or even deeper. So with PARAda, we see that I go into her private space, almost like knock on the door. And I haven't gone deeply inside. But with some other intrusive movements, like the gancho, I can go very, very deep inside, and hooks and so on and so forth. So saCADA is not a code or convention. It is an actual physical figure, like an earthquake. An earthquake is just the laws of physics in motion. And so saCADA is like that too. So the first example we did of how the PARAda through the slide turns into a saCADA was inviting her on a back cross, and then when we reverse that, this would happen. So I will show it like this. So I invite her on a back cross, and I go with her. Whether she cross collects or regular collects, it doesn't matter. So this is the PARAda. And now as I invite her to take the front cross, as she's doing that, I do the slide, meaning my foot slides in that space, and I step on it while my torso is turning to the left, because this is where she is, not there. So it would look like this. And what is interesting is that every single PARAda that is conceivable can be turned into a saCADA using that technique. The next example we did, there are many, many examples, we didn't have time to do all of them. But the next example would be to pretend we're doing the sandwich figure. And so I PARAda her, and then from here I can slide and push her leg, empujada, push it up, and she goes into this self cross, and then so the full movement would be the sandwich, and then I slide, I go there, and then I can even slide more and complete it like that. Then we did 2 examples. So far we covered the PARAda to the front cross, to the back cross, and the third type of step is the open step, the side step. So we did an example of that. Maybe this would be the best angle. So what we did is this PARAda here, which is very simple, and then I pretend I'm going to go with her like this, but I actually don't. I use my right foot to slide and nudge her collecting foot, turning her into a back cross. So in slow motion, PARAda, I take her back a little bit, and at the right time, thigh to thigh, it turns into a saCADA. And I can do the same thing with my left foot. So for her, it is the same thing, but it is my left foot. So for my left foot to do the PARAda, I go into the cross system, I shift weight, I put my foot here, my left foot, but there's not much room here. So I invite her to go back by going forward myself, and this is slowly, slowly. At some opportune moment around here, I do the saCADA, and her leg goes up and prepares for a back cross, and the rest is the same. So the 2 open steps, without talking, would be and the other one. What we did, the song was by Lamos, by Disarli, and what we did was find examples in the music where that push, that little nudge, thigh to thigh, has a little impulse to it and goes with something a little strong, a kind of strong beat, and not something sleepy, but something a little with an impulse. So the impulse in the music and the impulse, the leg-to-leg impulse, they match and make it more musical. Anything else I need to add?
That's it.
Well, thank you very much for being the demonstration partner. I hope you enjoyed this. Practice this at home, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.